sign is whiz, and seeing a little stability literally around the world after the Comey memo implosion the other day. Brazil, I'm going to send out my urgent alert. I was thinking about doing it yesterday on EWZ, the Brazilian ETF, but I wanted to get one more day and make sure this wasn't a dead cat bounce. I mean, I'm shocked that there's corruption in the Brazilian government. There always will be. But it recovered nicely, and then I'm going to, so I'll make sure you, for my members, I'll send out an urgent alert here once I get done the sit rep, and we'll take a look at Brazil. So not like the all clear sounded, but still, I mean, this is the last president was impeached. The market recovered fine. This guy, if he gets thrown out, it'll recover fine. It's a commodity play. It's an oil play, and I'm still long term very, very bullish on Brazil. Trump. Yeah, hopping on a plane and getting overseas, historic trip. No president's ever visited like the three holy lands of the major three religions, and it's going to be good to get him on a plane and maybe shut up. Stocks are getting a little bit of a bid as we. I said this wasn't the big one. This wasn't the Fred Sanford coming, Elizabeth. It's not. I said we'd probably break through the 50-day with some airspeed and then recover, and that's exactly what we did. So it's definitely a BTFD moment, back above the 50-day moving average with some airspeed. But I think we're going to ultimately settle down into a trading range again. So I am cautiously neutral. So I'm switching from bearish to cautiously neutral. And we'll talk about that on Monday in our weekly options live trade brief. But, you know, folks, it's the Comey thing. He's either a felon or he's a liar. He testified under oath on, what was it, May 3rd, that nobody has ever tried to tell him to stop an investigation or anything. He was under oath. Also, as the nation's chief law enforcement officer, that is a crime. Well, allegedly what he said Trump did in his memo that nobody's seen, or that actually somebody, an anonymous source to the New York Times said they saw. This is what passes for journalism nowadays, folks. It's embarrassing. So he either broke the law by not immediately informing the Attorney General, the public, about what Trump said to him or tried to get him to end the investigation, or he lied under oath. So in either case right now, if this memo doesn't in fact exist, he is a felon. So that's why the market's kind of recovering here, because this dude, the Boy Scout's done. This guy he's a joke. He was a joke with the whole Clinton thing, and it's just a complete joke. So that's really why the market recovered. I just, as soon as that memo came out, I'm like, okay, first of all, unnamed sources, New York Times, awesome. Can we see a copy of it? Can we, so this is. I'm glad they appointed independent counsel this week. Trump should just shut up and stop playing the victim. We don't like it. Be the strong dude. Ignore it. Any questions about it, say, can't answer it. It's under investigation. This thing will take a year and a half, and it'll be forgotten. So, but still, folks, this, Goldman Sachs today slashed the Trump tax cut forecast by 40%. The House might have to re-vote on the repeal of Obamacare. So his agenda is kind of why I'm neutral here, folks. We're still, just like this part and this part, we're in a holding pattern until we see good stuff. Literally, show me the money. It is time to show me the money. Enough talk. Let's get some action done here. There's a lot of smoke. There ain't no real fire. But, Fed head Jim Bullard, one more time, he even hinted at there could be some potential future quantitative easing. He said, hey, the Fed should retain the option to do so in the future if needed. Folks, this is the Bernanke. This is the everybody gets a trophy. Markets don't go down. They only go up. If they do go down, we'll pump some money in. So that's why this is a BTFD moment as well. This is literally the Pope standing, in St. Peter's saying to Catholics, hey, guys, the devil, hell doesn't exist. So it's game on. We essentially have a Fed put underneath this market. But when, not if, the market loses confidence in the Fed's ability to bail it out, it's over with. And, oh, by the way, this hasn't gone anywhere. We're actually sending a second boat to North Korea. It's got to end, and it's not going to end well. Obviously, Kim ain't going to give up his nukes. He's seen what happens when the U.S. gets involved and doesn't like somebody, Saddam at the end of the noose, or Gaddafi bent over at the end of a gun. So Kim's not going to budge. China's done their best to try and influence them to give up their toys. They're not. So I don't know how it ends, folks. Hopefully it ends with a couple SEAL teams airdropped in and killed a guy or a surgical strike. But it's not going to end well. But when it does, obviously we can breathe a sigh of relief. And that's about it. Great week. We had a lot of folks. This was awesome. We are closing up today. We've made all our calls, and I'm proud to welcome aboard nearly 20. We're going to stop it at 20. I think we have a handful of calls left to make. Lifetime memberships, man. If you're interested, head to go.topgunoptions.com/lifetime. Apparently, it was too great of a deal since we got that much interest. So as a market maker, I'm going to give you a heads up. If you're thinking about it, I would do it now, because next time the price is going up, and that's a no-brainer. But hey, man, I said that was the price, and that was the price. So give us a call, and we'll lock down the slot. So have a great rest of your Friday. Take a look for the urgent alert on Brasil, and I will talk to you on Monday's Market Outlook. We'll see you.